Hey Saints, this is to answer a comment. Someone just wrote, to me, Jesus did not become sin. So let me answer that. 2 Corinthians 5:21. For he has made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. So there you go. Jesus did become sin for us on the cross. That's how we become God's righteousness by faith. That's why your behavior has nothing to do with whether you're saved or not, whether you're in right standing with God, because all your works, all your righteousnesses are as filthy rags. So God has to give you his righteousness. So it's like all of the perfection that Jesus has, his holiness, his goodness, is put on you. It's as if you have it. Just like he became all the filth and the sin that we have, although he didn't have any. But he became that. We get to become all of his righteousness. That's why imputed righteousness is so important to understand as part of the gospel. It's why your works have nothing to do with it. Because the only way you're righteous, justified, declared righteous in God's eyes, is because Jesus' righteousness is put on you. That's why, in the Bible it says God will clothe us in his righteousness. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it's the power of God unto salvation for everyone that believes. See, the gospel is God's power to save us because he is now giving us a born-again spirit. We're born into God's family. The flesh isn't born. That's still fallen. That's not perfected. The spirit is. And then one day we'll get a body like Jesus' flesh and bone matched to that reborn spirit, and we will not have any sin at all. We already don't have any on the spirit man, the new man. He's perfected forever, justified of all things. That doesn't mean that shall we sin so grace may abound? God forbid. How can we, being dead to sin, live any more therein? This body, we're supposed to reckon dead on the cross with Jesus, as if we were on the cross with Jesus. Yeah, he did become sin for us, so we can become his righteousness. It's a very important doctrine to understand, imputed righteousness. I hope I cleared up with Scripture. God bless.